The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Guys, when you look at the numbers Russell Westbrook has put up the last couple of seasons, very few players in history have done what he's done.
Anyway, Ernie, his numbers are huge, and he's done it more officially than in the past. I agree. The one-of-a-kind player who doesn't get enough credit for how great he's been, this kid can play. SLN, baby, SLN.
Shaq-like numbers.
That's right.
Oh, you're ahead of the game, Ernest.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, Westbrook, for me, if he gets some rings under his belt, let's say he wins a couple championships, he could be an all-time great. The numbers he puts up, the energy that he plays at, the diversity in his game, give him some rings, he could be in the all-time great conversation.
Are you the final say? Are you the judge and jury in terms of all-time greats?
I was going to say I agree with him, Ernie. My stomach just hurting from the breakfast tacos I had early this morning.
You got to stop eating those breakfast tacos, man. Ask Kevin Harlan.
That's funny.
He eats them every morning. Kev.
Got him.
No, that's just my...
The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Thunder made a special trip here for one game, back in Oklahoma City for the next one. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And you know, for the Thunder, they haven't been the kind of fierce competitors here in the early season that they were just last year. Not even close. Could this be a team about to take a giant step backward?
It might be a little bit early to make that kind of declaration, but one big hot streak, they'll be right back on top.
And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. Let's see if they got the message. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, Doris, we're at the point of the year now where nicks and cuts and bruises, they all begin to accumulate. Depth is such an important thing for teams, isn't it?
I think it's hard to win in the NBA without some measure of depth. You think over 82 games, inevitably somebody's going to be nicked up to the point where playing effectively is going to be a problem. I don't think, Kevin, in this day and age, and Golden State's a perfect example how crucial depth is to winning.
And for a coaching staff to sell the fact that, hey, your chance is right around the corner.
And I think that's one thing that surprises me is how an NBA player could not play for maybe 2 months, but they keep themselves, because of their level of professionalism, they keep themselves always ready.
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Wow. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Taj Gibson is out there with Adams, and it's Roberson in at the 3. Now, here's Oladipo. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Outside, Porzingis. The rebound by Gibson. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder with possession. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
Well, I don't think it's overstatement to call that an embarrassing defensive effort. The shooters were wide open from everywhere.
Here's Westbrook. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Noah kicks to Vujacic. Pass to Porzingis. To the inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough. And the Knicks overhauling their roster with some big names. Of course, the former Bulls, Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, but also shooting guard Courtney Lee, who I think can definitely help them with his defense and shooting.
And the second free throw, good. And we heard some speculation that the Knicks might look to trade away their veterans or look to rebuild around Porzingis. This summer, that was not the case, though.
Well, it seems like rebuild is a dirty word in New York City. There's not a lot of patience for losing. We'll just see how far they can go with this new roster. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Lee kicks to Thomas. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And they're on the break. Tries again. Here's Noah. Shoots. Again, Thomas missing.
It wasn't wide open, but that's a look he's got to create, guys. He's got to finish that. His teammates count on him.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Fires the three. The shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
Every offensive system is designed to create good looks. But if guys are distracted or freelancing, high percentage opportunities are tough to come by.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 22-point game against Charlotte.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks, he was awesome on the defensive end as well.
And the Thunder with the possession here, following the Porzingis miss from deep. And Oladipo kicks to Adams. The 11-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Vujacic dishes to Lee. Porzingis passes to Vujacic. Out to Lee. From downtown. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
For 3, Westbrook. Knicks with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Porzingis. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Gibson. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Roberson. And it's off from three-point range. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Thomas. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting in there and getting after it.
So here's Westbrook, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
No, it feels like he's forcing things, getting a little frustrated by not letting the game come to him.
Lee dishes to Vujacic. Courtney Lee is on the wing, guarded by Oladipo.
Well, you can look back on the storied history of the New York Knickerbockers. A lot of huge moments for the franchise. I guess if I'd have to pick 1 or 2 moments that define my memories, Willis Reed certainly coming out of the tunnel. That's something you hear from generation to generation. And then, obviously, the drafting of Patrick Ewing.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Vujacic. Cole's check in for Russell Westbrook. And he makes both free throws. Here's Oladipo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Inside, here's Gibson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And we know the Knicks won the very first ever draft lottery back in 1985. They selected Patrick Ewing. What a huge moment for that franchise.
Oh, Kevin, it was one of those years where you had a surefire #1 pick. Ewing went on to play 15 years with the Knicks, 11 times reaching the All-Star game. Never did win the breakthrough title, however.
And the Thunder with the possession here. After New York gets the 3, Oladipo, the pass to Gibson. Great defense that time from Noah.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Boy, you think back to draft night, and Porzingis was roundly booed by Knicks fans when he was taken with the 4th overall pick. But that's ancient history now. I think everyone realizes the talent this young guy possesses.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops. And there were even some rumors on draft night that Carmelo Anthony wasn't happy with the pick of Porzingis.
That's a rumor he vehemently denied. They're both perimeter-oriented forwards, and I could see why Melo might prefer a guard or perhaps a more traditional pivot man. The Knicks, though, looking for the upside, and Porzingis has that in spades.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, we know there are big men in the NBA who struggle at the line, but for him, it's a real strength.
Here's Cole. Gibson the screen. Here's Cole. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Right side, Thomas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
That's good from Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
And Oladipo kicks to Cole. Gibson the screen. To end the run. It's rebounded by New York. Noah's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Lee. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
He read that play all the way. When he's around, you hear footsteps.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And so many former players do go into broadcasting after their playing days in Doris. When did you know that was a possibility for you?
Oh, I fell into this business, Kevin. Make no mistake, because I'll tell you, I had it all going on in college. Bad hair, bad clothes, bad teeth, you name it. Only thing I cared about in college was whether my jumper could match my dribble drive.
But you made the great transformation.
I'll tell you, I fell into it. I left coaching at Providence, and they put their games on radio and said, hey, why don't you give this a try? And little by little, sure, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and next thing you know, I'm calling NBA games.
And we know coaches are so prepared. It comes out in your broadcast, too. I'm sure you have the same mindset toward broadcast that you did coaching.
Well, I think, you know, if you're going to have any kind of success in life, it's about how much are you willing to pour into what you do. And because the game has always meant so much to me, you know how it is. We don't consider what we do work.
Right.
Preparation is fun. Watching games is fun. Calling games is fun.
Well, it comes out in the broadcast. Here's Vujicic. The Thunder making the shot. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. And Abrinas subbed in for Oladipo. Off the inbound. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
And the Knicks with possession here. After Enes Kanter's miss, Vujicic counted his second make in 4 attempts.
You know, a nice flow to that play. Led him right into the attempt with the sharp pass. It has to be crisp, and it has to be on time.
Here's Sabonis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Cole dishes to Kanter, and O'Quinn sends it back.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
He's been off and on tonight, and that one didn't fall for him, but they still hold the advantage in this one.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Knicks.
You know, I like the strategy here, focusing on the high percentage looks, taking the majority of their shots inside, but their field goal percentage in the paint thus far hasn't been good.
New York with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Kuzminskis the pass to Porzingis from the baseline. Vujicic's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 12. McDermott for 3. Good on the triple. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. There's Baker. There's the pass to Vujicic. From 10 feet out and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Vujicic has got 10 points in the game. Vujicic has gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And Cole kicks to McDermott. Passes it to Sabonis. Here's Cole. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. New York leading by 9. Here's Baker. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Kuzminskis, and he banks in the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Thunder trailing by 11. And Cole kicks to Kanter. Pass to Abrinas. Back to Kanter. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Abrinas. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Baker passes to Porzingis. O'Quinn with it. He's against Kanter. Lets it go from 11. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Cole. He can't get it to go.
Ill-advised shot there.
You know, I really expected him to swing that one back around. You know, Jeff Hornacek was the man chosen to lead this Knicks team during their coaching search. You know, you think about it, they took a look at several names in and out of the organization, but Hornacek ended up being their guy. It seemed like they felt Hornacek didn't get a fair shake and is underrated as a coach.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
I mean, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Pass to McDermott. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, New York, 5 games behind.
Well, I think for New York, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What's surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
They really do look like they came into the season with the belief that they belong in the conversation among the best teams in the league.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following the score by New York. Feeds to Cole. He kicks to Cantor. 13 feet away. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. New York with the foul. The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Knicks leading by 12. Quinn dishes to Holiday. Offline from the high post.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
And the miss, not the best shot selection there. New York's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Kicks it to Vujacic. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Knicks lead by 12. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And catching up with Porzingis, he spoke with us about his rude introduction to the NBA.
Definitely wasn't a good feeling when you get booed at the draft. But with all the hard work I did and all the sacrifices and all the stuff that was going on, and I pushed through it, and I was able to win the fans over.
Yeah, Knicks fans really gave it to Porzingis, and most of them hadn't even seen him play.
And it was unfair, but that's sports. You know, who knows? Maybe it motivated him to prove people wrong. He's been tougher than a lot of people thought, and that's, you know, you got to tip your hat to him.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
You're right. The weak side help has been on time. Their rotation's outstanding. Bodying up on people. No easy buckets.
They've got Noah. Lee out there with Thomas. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Oladipo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Tipped away. And a fast break now for New York. Leads running. Thomas kicks it to Noah. Outside Holiday. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy. The players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David.
Boy, nice stroke from downtown. Got it off just before the defense could react. That's his specialty.
There's a good screen. Lee passes to Hernan Gomez. The kick out to Holiday. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here we go. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
That's an excellent finish on the break, getting all the way to the cup for an easy one.
And as the second overall pick back in 13 out of Indiana, Victor Oladipo, while he's had a solid start to his career, you know, stardom still, I think, is what he aspires to achieve. I mean, he's got the tools from a physical standpoint, but the decision-making and the perimeter shooting, 2 areas that he's got to improve. And then defensively, which is where I thought he would be a game changer, hasn't really excelled as much as I think he's capable of.
The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. No good on that one. And when you take a look at Oladipo, such a fun guy to watch develop. G, where does he need to take that next step in your opinion?
Believe it or not, I think he needs to focus on defense. Came into the league projecting to be a top-level defender, and while he collects blocks and steals, I think his production defensively has lagged a bit as he's really focused on his offense.
And he's good on the second. So many players, Doris, in the NBA make things look so easy to do. You know, having played, it's not. It is not effortless. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, the 2 guys that come immediately to mind at the point guard position are Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. And I think it has to do with that magnificent handle that each of them has, able to put defenders on skates with, you know, a lean here, a crossover there. You think about the great scorers, Kevin Durant, right? Makes those 3-pointers in transition. It comes off the top of his hand so quickly. Carmelo Anthony, another, you know, just naturally gifted scorer. Melo puts 25 on you. Didn't look like he broke a sweat.
But doesn't it also stand to reason that the work these guys put in, a lot of which we never see, is so much a product of what they become?
I think the one thing that surprises me about the NBA is how hard these men work at their craft.
The best ones, the very best guys.
The very best guys spend the most time in the gym. You just want to tell young people, if you want to know how to be a great player, devote your time and your life to it, because that's what these guys do.
Well said. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Joakim Noah 4th.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Dishes to Westbrook. Gibson setting a pick for Westbrook. He feeds it to Robertson. And Oladipo kicks to Adams, and he drops it in from the low post.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda. Out
to the right wing. And here is Lee. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. He gets it in there.
Boy, got a little fancy with that one. Late in the floater and got the crowd buzzing.
Oladipo outside. Gibson the screen. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Kevin, what's remarkable to me about Westbrook is that as much as he is used in the offensive game plan, I mean, this is a guy that is the focal point in terms of how they're going to play. That's a tremendous amount of pressure on a player, no matter how talented he is.
And thinking again about Westbrook and his high usage rate, it's incredible, Greg, because he still plays entirely efficient.
It's crazy. I mean, normally the more shots you take, the more your efficiency drops. But Westbrook seems to be free of that. It's a big reason why this team lets Westbrook do so much for them on the offensive end.
Every year, they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all four quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
There's Baker. The Thunder making the shot. There's the feed to Lee. New York moving the ball around. Hernan Gomez passes to Noah. His first shot coming late. That one off the back iron and out. Thunder trailing by 10. Lee with the steal. Here's Baker. He's covered by Westbrook. Baker passes to Lee. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Oladipo goes in. The second chance effort. And no problem from Gibson as he finishes at the rim. Gibson's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder. The Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Hernan Gomez passes to Baker. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Thunder trailing by 11. Now, here's Westbrook. Last game he had 28 points. Gibson the screen. Three-pointer. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Inside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart.
And the three ball really hurting them right now. Taking way too many bad shots from deep. Yeah, they've had some decent looks, but when it's not falling, it's hurting your cause. I wouldn't say to go away entirely from the three, but they've got to do a better job of only taking a three when it's a great shot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Start it.
Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
And New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And Oladipo kicks to Roberson. Gibson a screen.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Porzingis kicks to Thomas. Shoots from the high post. And the Knicks miss again.
Boy, the defense did not make it easy for him, even though it was a solid attempt.
Count the basket. Roberson's got 6 here in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The dish to Lee. To the middle. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fires from the wing. They grab their own miss. They shoot again. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Adams.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
There's Baker. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Lee dishes to Thomas. Lee outside. Shot clock at 5. Fade away. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Adams right side. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. To the wing on the left. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And that one comes up a bit short.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Lee kicks to Porzingis. Looking to get it going. The pass to Baker. He dishes it to Lee. Pass to Baker. Feeds to Thomas. Lee kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Baker. 5 on the clock. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, he usually knocks that down with that much space.
Pass to Adams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is off. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Gibson. Doug McDermott comes in for Roberson. Arenas is checked in for Oladipo. And Cole subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Adams. There's Sabonis. Thomas with the block. Porzingis inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, what's interesting about Porzingis is, yes, was there an adjustment period in terms of his NBA career? No question. But he had a very good grasp of the culture when he came over, and he loves the American lifestyle. He's got the slang down. He's a very outgoing guy.
First free throw is good. And the culture shift for a lot of players coming from overseas, Doris, can just be an added task. But for Porzingis, might have made things easier.
I just love how Porzingis approaches everything, and it fits right in with what the fans want to hear. There's a confidence and a brashness that he plays with that quickly had fans flocking to him. You know, he's got the perfect personality and embraces the culture of sport. So it's hard to think that he won't be a beloved player for all of his playing days.
Now here's McDermott. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the middle is Kuzminskis, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Woo, you talk about threading the eye of the needle. He has an uncanny feel for this game.
Kanter kicks to Cole. Back to Kanter. Got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Porzingis. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, Kev, how about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit, That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Baker. That free throw good from Porzingis. Thunder trailing by 12. Here's Cole. He kicks it to Cantor. Misses off the right iron.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Kicks to Holiday. And there's the pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Here's O'Quinn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, Kyle O'Quinn, he wasn't a well-known player in college, but he was a find in that second round of the draft. Whenever you have a player with his size and ability to eat up space in the middle, he's going to find a place on the roster.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. Size is something that teams will always look to acquire and find time for, and Doris O'Quinn fits that bill in a big way.
Yeah, Kev, it's not easy to find a player of O'Quinn's size that has as soft a touch as he does. He can step outside, pull out his defender, freeing up the middle for his team. A very easy shooting motion on O'Quinn. He looks very comfortable from the three-point line.
To the inside. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. You take a look at Sabonis. Such quick hands. Second in the NBA.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Here's Kuzminskis. Dishes it to Holiday. He feeds it to Vujacic. New York moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. And the Knicks miss again.
He hasn't gotten many to go this quarter, but he's still trying to find that consistency.
And it's Cole missing. The Knicks leading by 14. Vujacic kicks to Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. Putting up 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Thunder trailing by 14. 1:51 left in the first half. Now McDermott. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Oklahoma City. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this is where the pressure really starts to build. Any little slip-up between here and the end of the season, and they could find themselves sitting at home for the playoffs.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by New York. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Here's Cantor. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
You know, this is where your leaders need to step up. They need to force a shift in the tide.
The shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
This is where people get excited about Porzingis. Yes, he's got finesse, but he's not afraid to get in there and trade some elbows. Go ahead, big fella.
Here's Cole. There's a screen by Cantor. And Cole kicks to Cantor. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Poor decision making. You know he wants that one back.
New York leading by 18. Here's Kuzminskis. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And there's the feed to Vujacic. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Yeah, nothing too flashy there, but O'Quinn certainly able to punch it down with authority because he is a big body.
Here's Cole. Here's Cantor. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Boy, they can head to the bench riding high. There will be a few extra smiles in their huddle after that buzzer beater.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Knicks out front, they lead by 18. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, friends and neighbors. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. New York holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what's your take?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to New York City. Some street art on the wall of the Canal Street subway station in Soho, south of Houston, just down the way from us. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
Those kinds of stats take a lot of sweat and hard work, and he only needed a half to do it.
The Knicks leading by 18. Taking a look at the Thunder. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Steven Adams is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Roberson in at the 3 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. And fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC. Moving the floor, as he calls it. Creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement. That's where the league is going, DA. Thanks. Here's Westbrook after New York gets the 3. Inside, here's Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
You can't blame him for this deficit on the scoreboard. This guy's been consistent as always.
Now here's Lee. The dish to Vujacic. Poked away. Westbrook with the steal. Looking to get back on track here. Lee with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Vujacic the pass to Lee. Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Screen by Porzingis. Thomas outside. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Joakim Noah. The Thunder have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Adams. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's New York with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Vujacic the pass to Porzingis. Noah dishes to Vujacic. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
And the way he went about it, no better way to increase the lead and energizes your teammates.
Oladipo misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Vujacic kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Westbrook passes to Oladipo. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
It's ridiculous to give up that many points in the paint. You know, I think he'd like them to play a bit more physical.
Now we take a look here at the shot chart.
And, guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward in terms of winning this game.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Thomas with the steal. Lee with the ball. He has 5. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that
could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Lee following the score by Oklahoma City. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Boy, that leaping ability, just a great equalizer. One of the shorter centers in the league, but also one of the most explosive.
Westbrook kicks to Oladipo. He dishes it to Adams. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they've played an uneven brand of basketball, but he's scorching the nets.
Passes to Hernan Gomez. Thomas down low. He can't get that one to fall.
He can be a dominant, intimidating threat, but the defense stood tall.
Lee with the steal. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And GA, after being such a fixture in the city of Chicago and for so long, Joakim Noah signing with his hometown team, the Knicks, in the last offseason, a bit of a bittersweet end of his time with the Chicago Bulls. A lot of moving parts in his time with Chicago.
Yeah, and, you know, his playing time had dwindled, and it was just, I think, in everyone's best interest for him to move on. It's a great fit in New York, both with the team and the pulse of the city. Clearly was still valued highly around the league as it took a sizable contract to put him in that Knick uniform.
No good on the free throw. Doris, offense up around the NBA in the last couple of years. Do you feel that this is a good thing for the league?
I love it. I think the fans love it. You and I love it. The pace is faster. The shooting is better. The excitement level is through the roof. This NBA, what do they say? It's fantastic.
It is, but defense wins championships. Are you still sticking with that as a mantra?
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
Championships
Yeah,
have
right.
been defined on the defensive end.
And the second free throw, good. Thunder trailing by 16. Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Screen by Adams. Gibson passes to Oladipo. Fades. They get it back. Adams. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Vujacic kicks to Lee. Feeds it to Noah. New York moving the ball around. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Adams.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Thunder trailing by 14. And finished off by Westbrook.
Good. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. For Oklahoma City, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. That one misses for Westbrook.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Vujacic kicks to Lee. Pass to Vujacic. Noah the screen. Vujacic dishes to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Vujacic has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are not locked in defensively here in the second half. The intensity and focus haven't been there.
Adams' shot is off. New York leading by 14. The Thunder pull it in. Oladipo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Noah the screen. Lee kicks to Vujacic. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Oh, the confidence he exudes, the toughness. He just gets inside shooters' heads.
Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adams. Outside Westbrook.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
2 shots.
The first one falls, and a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Sabonis comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Abrinas subbed in for Oladipo. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Kuzminskis. Pass to O'Quinn. Drilled from 11 feet out. O'Quinn's got 6.
What you like about O'Quinn in the mid-range is how quickly he pulls up for that shot.
There's a screen by Cantor. Outside Westbrook. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Count that one. New York leading by 10. Here's Baker. He's got 7. O'Quinn the pass to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And, you know, you like the soft touch from O'Quinn, both shooting and there with the pass.
The pass to Cantor. Passes it to Abrinas. And here's McDermott. He has 5. Just 3 to shoot. High arcing shot, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Holiday. Oh, good on that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Almost got to that shot in time. Just a split second late there. Caught it just barely on its way down.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Cole's checked in. The Knicks leading by 10. Kicks to O'Quinn. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Cole. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Knicks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Dishes it to Holiday. Pass to Kuzminskis. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to McDermott. Down low, here's Cantor, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. The Thunder have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Here's Holiday. He's got 8. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, when he's in rhythm like this, the whole team benefits. His scoring efficiency gives them a major advantage.
Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Thunder have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. That's good from Cantor. So it's the Knicks now. There's Baker. 7 points in the game. He kicks to Holiday. Pass to Baker. Some nice passing by New York here. To the inside. Shot from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good. Thunder trailing by 5. Abrinas the pass to Cole. There's a screen by Cantor. Cole dishes to Cantor. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. That's good from Cantor. 1:39 left to play in the third. Baker passes to Holiday. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Inside, deflects the pass. Porzingis. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
Kuzminskis the pass to Porzingis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
.104 left in the third quarter. Aprinas the pass to McDermott. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Cole. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Here's Aprinas. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. There's Baker. He's got 7. Out to the wing. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Holiday, and again it's New York. Thunder trailing by 7. And Cole kicks to McDermott. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. There's Baker. 1 second left, and again it's New York.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
You know, that was well done. Those are the types of plays that will allow them to not just hang on to the lead, but extend it.
The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 9. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Thunder trailing by 9. We've got Kyle O'Quinn, also Noah out there. And it's Vujicic in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Noah. The Knicks shooting 43% for the game. Here's O'Quinn. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And he makes the first.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Taj Gibson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Kuzminskis. They set the screen. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Westbrook.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Oladipo against Holiday. Now the feed to Vujacic. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Vujacic has got 19 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Roberson. There's the dish to Westbrook. Shoots a fader. That one falls.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here is Holiday. Down low. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Gibson.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, and he's not going to let an opportunity like that get away. I mean, he's just going to go hard to the bucket.
Here's Holiday. He dishes it to Vujacic. Clock at 6. Here's O'Quinn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You don't necessarily have to be explosive. For O'Quinn there with the solid frame, it's about being smart and drawing contact.
The first free throw is good. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Lee comes in for Justin Holiday. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 10. Now here's Westbrook, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he knocks down the first one. One is no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Feeds it to Thomas. And now a fast break for the Thunder. A pull-up. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Roberson. Roberson's got 3 assists tonight.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
And O'Quinn slams it in.
You have to give credit to O'Quinn on that pick and roll play. He knows exactly how to position himself as the roller.
Westbrook kicks to Oladipo. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Unloads from 13. Lee with the block.
Ooh, his shot is way off. Someone else is going to have to step up scoring-wise if they're going to be competitive.
O'Quinn dishes to Thomas. The Thunder pull it in. Oladipo outside. Gibson passes to Adams. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
I love the aggressiveness. Taking shots in rhythm, hitting a real high percentage.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Vujacic kicks to O'Quinn. Gibson with the steal. Lee up top, guarded by Oladipo. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 9. to the right wing, puts it up, and it's Westbrook missing. New York leading by 9. Now Vujicic. New York moving it around. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Roberson, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
The Thunder with another miss. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for New York, Lance Thomas. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. Thunder trailing by 13. Westbrook with it. Screen by Adams. Oladipo against Lee. Adams with the screen on Lee. Oladipo, good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
No, I mean, exactly. That's not an easy area for him to operate in with that kind of defensive setup. A nice job to get it up and over the bigger guy.
Second shot opportunity from the wing. And that one's good by Noah. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
The Knicks shooting in this game 45%. Lee outside. There's the screen to the inside. O'Quinn goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And that one falls for O'Quinn. Thunder trailing by 14. Inside. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Oladipo. Gibson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Adams sends it back. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Vujicic kicks to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
You know, we've seen this before. O'Quinn can make you pay on the stat sheet if you let him, and they haven't slowed him down here.
And Westbrook, here we go. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Lee. Takes it from 10, and again, it's New York. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Roberson. Here's Oladipo. Plenty of space. Kept alive. And another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
He misses the free throw. Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. And he sinks the second. The Knicks leading by 13. Now Vujicic. And there's the pass to Lee. Now Porzingis. Noah the screen. Porzingis passes to Noah. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Roberson buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that's obviously some defensive miscommunication there, as he gets a wide-open look at the 3.
Here's Vujicic. Here's Porzingis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
That's an example of the release point being so high the defender has no options. You just don't see that many players, Porzingis' size, 7'2", 7'3", who can stroke the jumper the way he can.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Thunder trailing by 11. Down low. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist from Roberson. Roberson's got 4 assists now tonight. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Vujicic dishes to Lee. Passes it to Vujicic. Lets it fly. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Now here's Lee. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Very tough to affect the shot of Porzingis without leaving your feet. And KP, because of that, has the ability to keep them off balance.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
There's some of that trademark consistency of his at the free throw line.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Launches it. Moves back up. Here's Adams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Two shots.
First one falls for. Second free throw, no good. New York leading by 8. Stolen by Westbrook. That one wide left.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
Now here's Lee. Thomas passes to Lee. It's stolen by Oladipo. And the call against Lance Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, New York. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Roberson gets the bucket.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Vujacic dishes to Lee. Kicks it to Vujacic. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Russell Westbrook. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, they have to be feeling a little bit more comfortable after the free throws add to their lead.
A minute 42 left in the game. Dishes it to Oladipo. Adams sets the pick for Oladipo. Clock at 4. The putback. Adams. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. To the middle. Here's Thomas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. The shot from 20 feet away doesn't go for him. And New York will come the other way. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis passes to Lee. Back to Porzingis. Inside, here's Vujacic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That'll push the lead to double digits. Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 10. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. to the paint. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Sabonis, he's checked in for Steven Adams. McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. Arenas is checked in for Roberson. And Cole subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Baker to the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
You can feel the love that this crowd has for them. I think the passion of their supporters made a huge difference in tonight's outcome.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Wasted no time on that one.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Pass to Lee. Vujacic dishes to Lee. Noah the screen. Here's Vujacic. Thomas kicks it to Noah from past the arc. Kept alive by New York. They set the pick. Lee sets a screen for Porzingis. So it's New York picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Joe. Nice win tonight. What was your team's attitude coming into the game?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We just got to keep going. You know, it's a work in progress, and you know, we just got to keep fighting, and get as many W's as possible.
Well, the trend line is looking good so far right now, Joe. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that number 2 combo.
With 2 straight losses under their belt, they needed someone, Ernie. Somebody had to step up in the game, and he was the man to do it. He gave them exactly the lift they needed.
I love the way how he was calling for the ball tonight. You could tell he was really feeling it. He started to score in a variety of ways, and he would not let the defense understand how to get to him.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.